Hello friends and welcome to another video on Tutorials Point with me Richa. Well, today under the Hospitality Management module we will be talking about one of my personal favorite topics, which is travel and tourism. Well friends, if you are somebody who likes to really travel across the world and the country, it is something that you should definitely watch this video for. It will give you insights of how and why does travel and tourism function the way it does, and what all to add in your variety of the next tour that you will be taking. So let us see what is there on the agenda for us today. We will talk about tourism and the definition of tourism. We will talk about tourism front and center, destinations which are different kinds of destinations according to your choice, tourism factors and the impact of those factors. We'll talk about reasons why people travel, and last but not the least we will talk about motives for pleasure travel. So friends, what is tourism all about? Well, tourism has a definition. It is travel for pleasure or business. Also the theory and practice of touring, the business of attracting, accommodating as well as entertaining the tourist, and the business of operating tours. Today there are so many companies in the market which are advertising travel and tours. They take care of everything for you, right from the time of your boarding, lodging, to airline travel, to taking care of your sightseeing as well. So tourism in itself is a huge industry, and if it's something that interests you, I would definitely say you should join the tourism industry. Let's look at the front and as well as the center of tourism, certain distribution in terms of the pie chart. We have air transportation, which constitutes 2%. We have lodging, which is 17% of the overall juncture. Food and beverage takes care of 22%. We talk about retail, which is 15%. Recreation and entertainment at 34%, and local transportation, which is at 10%. Talking about destination, well, there are certain primary destinations and secondary destinations. Let's take a look at what they are. Well, primary destinations are those which attract the tourists from great distances and are the main reasons for travel. Now, for example, a city like Agra, that is a primary destination, and people are attracted to go to Agra to visit the Taj Mahal, and people come from great distances. Even outsiders, probably foreigners, also are enchanted to come and visit the Taj, and hence the primary destination becomes the city of Agra. Let's take a look at secondary destination. Well, secondary destination draw people from nearby, or they stop on the way to somewhere else. A secondary destination doesn't have any points of tourist attraction as such, but they are a halt stop before people go into a primary destination. They stop at a secondary destination to rest and take care of their own self, and then proceed to the primary destination. So taking an example of secondary destination, like example Meerut city, which is en route to Agra, and you kind of take that as a destination to stop and rest and then move forward. Let's take a look at what are the different motives why people travel, and the reasons why they travel is because of religion, wherein you want to go to pilgrim places in order to have a holy kind of an experience. People travel for health, like trekking and biking and those kind of places which take care of your health. Even meditation and spas are great for health destination. People travel for scenic beauties like beaches and mountains and all of that, which really gives you a nice feeling altogether. People travel because of sporting events, when they want to run a marathon or any kind of place where an Olympic is being held, for example, can be an example of sporting event. Culture, people travel to different destinations for having some kind of a cultural advantage. Example places in Delhi which have like Humayun tomb, or Agra which has the Taj Mahal. So anything which is culturally, historically bound is something that we probably might travel for. And theatre and spectacle, something which has like a Disney or something which can be opera. So you want to travel to such places because they have a spectacular beauty in itself. Certain factors which are affecting tourism as of today, let's take a look at that. Historical or cultural importance of any particular place attracts people and tourists from all across the board, the country, to come to that place. So historical and culture. Technology is again one of the factors which affects tourism. Nowadays it's become so easy to book any place because of the technology advancement which has come in. Research importance, people do a lot of research before they actually go to a particular place. Religious importance of a particular place also makes them get attracted to that. Environmental factors as well as economy also makes a lot of difference when they are, when people are selecting their places to visit. If an economy is not doing well, for example, people get a chance to get cheaper tickets, etc., which again is a factor which affects the tourism. Tourism factors and their impacts. Let's take a look at economic, how it has a positive as well as a negative impact on people when they're planning their travel for that particular destination. So positive impact of tourism is it helps and contributes to income and standard of living. It helps to also improve local economy because when people come from outside, they help to enhance the local economy of that particular place. It gives increased employment opportunities. Improves the investment, development as well as the infrastructure spending by the government of the place. So if a particular destination is attracting a lot of tourists, the government really plans the infrastructure and the technology accordingly so that the visitors have a good time. Increased tax revenues, improves public utilities infrastructure, also improves the transport infrastructure. So local transport is given a lot of importance when there are tourists coming from outside. It increases opportunities for shopping, so a lot of places have increase in shopping malls coming up and other destinations, for example Hearts, etc., wherein people can go and have a view at a flea market, etc. So shopping is also given a lot of importance. Economic impact, which can be direct, indirect, induced spending, is again a widespread in the community and it creates a new business opportunities. So if a country is really doing well in terms of attracting tourists, they also have different businesses which are taken into account while they do that. Now let's look at some of the negative impacts of tourism on the economy of a particular country. Negative impacts are it increases the prices of goods and services, increases the price of land and housing because people are attracted towards that place, increases the cost of living, definitely the cost of living will go up, increases potential for imported labor because you will definitely be spending a lot of money on labor which is probably got from outside. Cost of additional infrastructure like water, fuel, power, because all of these things are used by tourists when they come to a particular place, so the costing of these also go up. Increased roads maintenance as well as transportation systems cost also increases because you need to make sure your infrastructure is always up to the mark. Seasonal tourism creates high risk under or unemployment issues. For example, a city like Goa is a very favorite tourist destination from people across the globe come to Goa for a holiday destination. However, during the off-peak season, they don't have so many people coming in, because of which employment is again something that is faced. People are getting unemployed because of off-season times. Profits may be exported by non-local owners as well as jobs may pay low wages because people can have a distance between a demand and supply situation, and hence that can lead to people actually earning very less wages because of that tourist place. Now let's look at why do people travel? What are the reasons for traveling? Now as a person, I love to travel to different holiday destinations. So some of the reasons why people travel could be exercise. Well, you know that in your city that you are living in, you're not getting too much of exercise. So when you go to a tourist destination, you will definitely be exercising and walking a lot. A variety, a tourist destination or travel, it offers an escape from a routine boredom, monotony of day-to-day living. So you get to have a variety in life. Getting outdoors, whenever you go to any tourist place, you will see the streets of that particular place, go to the local avenues, etc. So it gives you a chance and opportunity to go outdoors and travel around there. It reduces the stress. Definitely travel is something which helps you to reduce stress and break away from the regular monotony of your work, your job, your personal life, etc. Well, I would like to say this, that once in a year, go someplace you have never been before. And Dalai Lama said that very, very beautifully, because we all need breaks in our life. We all need to get away from the regular routine work that we are doing. So once in a year, plan to take a holiday to a place you have never been before. What are the certain motives for pleasure travel? Now, people travel for pleasure with their family, friends, acquaintances, etc. And there could be different motives why they do so. Let's take a look at that. So, self-actualization, because you get to pursue your inner talent, your creativity, your fulfillment. Traveling for pleasure gives you time to be with yourself, which is important. Self-esteem gets affected, achievement, mastery, recognition, as well as respect. It's always nice to tell someone that you're traveling somewhere. It helps you build on your, your respect towards in people in society, and people look up to people who travel a lot. Generally, that's a kind of a notation which people have. Belonging or love, you also travel for with your friends, your family, your spouse, etc. That's again one of the reasons, because you get to spend a lot of time with them in a holiday, which you would not do otherwise at home. Some other reasons are safety, security, stability, freedom from fear. So we all want to be safe when we are traveling to any particular destination. Physiological, or rather something which helps us, is food, water, shelter and warmth. We definitely want to go to a place which offers us our basic needs are taken care of, like food, shelter and having a warm kind of a thing with us. So these are certain motives why people really go for pleasure travel with their family, friends, etc. So friends, this was the end of our module on travel and tourism. I do hope you have enjoyed listening to us as much as we have enjoyed teaching you this particular module. Keep watching, keep liking and keep subscribing to our videos. Thank you very much.